Good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining us tonight. We are Sarah and Jules from Team RVO-Society, and with our team's product, we build confident teachers that make their students passionate about IoT. IoT is short for the Internet of Things. It's the concept of connecting everyday objects to the Internet. And without even realizing, IoT has become an everyday reality for every single one of you. For example, asking Alexa to turn on the lights, IoT. Getting a notification on your Corona Alert app, IoT. Wearing a smartwatch, IoT. You are surrounded by IoT, and it's transforming the way you live your daily life. But with less and less people in Belgium studying science and technology, it's no surprise that IoT is a foreign concept for many of you. That's why we need to start teaching it in our schools. So, let me introduce you to Emma. Emma is a teacher in secondary school, and next week she has to give an engaging lesson to a bunch of distracted 12-year-olds about IoT. And she has to try to make them realize the relevance of it in their everyday life. And like that's not enough of a challenge, she's stressing out about finding the right material and knowing enough about the topic herself. And don't get her started about those darn learning goals that changed again last year. But, just like Emma, half of the teachers never even heard of IoT. And given the impact IoT has on our daily lives, this was a main issue. But it wasn't the only one. Emma also lacked a variety in resources, and she had trouble integrating different subjects as required by the new learning goals set in 2020. And to quote another befriended teacher on this, the new learning goals suck. Our product solves this. But Emma would still need a fun and engaging way to teach IoT to her students. But how to engage 12-year-olds? As far as we know, they only want to make TikTok videos. So we asked them, and we found out that their main interests were health, sports, and music. But just like almost all teachers, the students never heard of IoT, and they definitely couldn't see how IoT would be relevant in their interests. So, let me introduce you to IoTeach, our product that builds confident teachers that make their students passionate about IoT. And Jules will tell you everything about it.
Thank you, Sarah. IoTeach is a first all-in-one IoT project box that combines theoretical background information with a practical approach. With IoTeach, we supply Emma with theory documents focused on real-life IoT applications, which will make her an expert on IoT in no time. Next, we included a practical project on IoT specifically tailored to the students' interests, like health, sports, and music. This way, Emma will have no trouble keeping her students interested and engaged while teaching. And on top of that, we included sample scoring forms that she can use to evaluate her students, and a document that shows her precisely which learning goals are ticked off with this project. And so, with IoTeach, we take away Emma's long and boring search for a project tailored to the new learning goals, and we take away the time-consuming preparation of classes. But that's not where the time-saving ends. Explanatory videos and step-by-step guides that explain every part in a child-friendly way will give Emma the confidence and determination to explain this unknown and modern topic. But not only Emma's life will be improved with this project box, her students' life as well. For example, let's think back to the time when you were a student in secondary school. If you would have stacked up all those boring books you had to fill in back then, you would get a tower that is taller than you right now. No, the students don't need more boring books. They need this project box. Not only will IoTeach save their spines, it will allow them to experience firsthand how interesting and relevant the Internet of Things is, as we'll show you now with a short demonstration of our game. During the game, the children learn about the three key aspects of IoT: hardware, networking, and data. For the hardware, the students build a sensor by assembling a propeller and connecting it to their microbit, that small computer right there. With this setup, the children can measure their lung capacity by blowing as hard as they can on the propeller. The second aspect of IoT, the networking, is illustrated during the game as a microbit connected to the propeller sends all its data wirelessly to another microbit that is connected to the teacher's computer. Then, on the teacher's computer, they can see their data in real life while playing the different levels of the game. Afterwards, or during the next class, they can analyze that data and find out the winning team of the game. And so, by playing the game, the children learn the relevance of IoT in their everyday life during this corona epidemic. And who knows, maybe this project could be the determining factor for one of Emma's students to continue with STEM and end up becoming the next Elon Musk. But of course, making the next Elon Musk isn't a two-person job. Here, we see the whole team. From the left to the right, we see Enrique, Bettina, Sarah, me, Elliot, Chandrika, Katerina, and on the top right, our team coach, Joran. And together, we are Gentech Education. Supported by BrightLab and the Stichting Albertus Magnus, we build confident teachers that make students passionate about the Internet of Things. Thank you very much for listening. We hope you found it interesting, and we welcome you all to our booth, where we can show you more about what we made after the final two presentations. We hope to see you then. Thank you.
Are you interested in PIP? Do you consider joining a project next year? Or do you just want to learn a little bit more? Please come take a look at our website. I really hope that you consider applying yourself, and I really look forward to seeing you next year. Thank you.